Good afternoon. This is Keith Brown in Moultrie, Georgia, with some cash commodity commentary for Monday. It's about 3:20 Eastern Time. Cotton market was off today. There's been a lot of potential good feelings about the Federal Reserve coming out and stimulating the economy. As a matter of fact, there was a lot of talk that maybe it would be some type of coordinated stimulus with China and Europe maybe participating, but all that's something to be hoped for, I guess. Nothing factual about that. The Federal Reserve does announce something this week, and the financial markets have certainly been rallying on that, but I suspect, which has certainly shored up commodities to some extent, but I suspect a lot of that's already been dialed in the market. We do have a supply-demand number coming out on Wednesday, and getting right to cotton, there's a chance they may actually lower the cotton crop just a little bit, although as we're hearing now, a pretty good crop in Mississippi, I think in Georgia, and still some damage maybe in West Texas yet to be accounted for. We could see lower exports on the U.S. cotton, and so ending stocks could still go up. I just don't really see them shrinking that much, and I don't really see them shrinking to where they should be. I mean, you could, if you cut global cotton stocks 20 million bales, you're still looking at a 55 million bale carryout. So I don't know, but cotton was down today. But I think that's pretty meaningless, and we'll just have to see how it trades out tomorrow and then get these numbers. Corn was down today sharply. There's talk of cutting the corn crop on this report also, but it gets down to this. What is that crop report going to tell us about corn that we don't already know? We know the crop came out at, 10.8 billion. There's talk of going down to 10.4, 10.3. But right now we're understanding that South America is getting a lot of U.S. corn export business. A lot of global buyers are going to South America first because it's so much cheaper than this U.S. corn here. And I think that's even probably true for beans as well. There's been some drought, or I shouldn't say drought. There's been some dryness on the Australian wheat crop, so that's one reason wheat has bounced up here, as well as improvement in the euro, and I think that's helped some European wheat sales. Egypt bought a bunch of wheat from Russia, then bought some from Europe, nothing from us, but it still suggests that wheat is taken off the global balance sheet. So that was a little supportive to wheat for a while, but actually wheat was down today about 15, 16 cents. Beans also were down. You know, part of this decline has to be the fact that so much of the news is dialed in, and it is harvest time. I mean, we're not really cranking up on the beans yet, but there's talk corn could be almost 20% harvested today, which would be a pretty fast pace. But we're going to get into the bean harvest, and certainly that would suggest this is the time of year we should be going down. Fuel was slightly up today because of the, even though the dollar was a little stronger, but we'll see how that plays out. If you have any questions or comments, of course, give us a call, 1-800-910-1910. Thanks for listening.